Hey guys, I saw several of you were having issues with getting your dinner party map to work. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you need to save the map, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what you need to place on your plot map. So, the first thing you would do is you would click on in presentation mode the words story map. When you click on the word story map, it automatically brings you to a document. This Google Slide template is protected, which means you cannot type on it. So, what you need to do is you need to go over here to the File button, click on File. Once you click on File, you're going to move down and hit Make a Copy. Once you click Make a Copy, you choose Entire Presentation. When you do that, you get this copy of document to pop up. I always keep whatever the option is and then put my name. So I'm going to take out where it says digital plot and I'm going to put Jordan Guidry's plot diagram. Now, the folder should say My Drive. That's where you want it to stay. Then I'm going to hit the words OK. And you will notice that as I hit OK, another tab pops up. And I now have that renamed document. So right here it says Jordan Guidry's plot diagram. Now, I can choose to type anywhere on here. Like I can click title, I have to highlight the text, and then I want to put in quotations, I'm going to put the dinner party. I'm going to end my quotations. So you can see that I can type anywhere on this document now. Now, I've already done this, so I want you guys to see what I have. I have this. I'm going to put it in presentation mode so I can read it to you a little bit better. So here at the bottom, I've typed the title of my story, The Dinner Party. Thanks. Sorry, guys. Then I have the author, Mona Gardner. The next thing that I started to type was the protagonist. So the protagonist is going to be the American naturalist. And remember, it says to describe or give character traits. So I put biologist so that I remember that a naturalist is a biologist. He is calm, smart, and observant. Then I have to go over here. What are the two major conflicts? So in this one, I didn't put what they were labeled as. I just wrote them down because we haven't covered that quite yet. So I put the colonel and the young woman argue over a woman's ability to stay calm and solve her own problems. This is the argument about the woman being scared of the mice and jumping on the chair, and the colonel says that a man has more courage than a female. And then the second one is there is a cobra under the dinner table. Then I go over here to my exposition. I have my initial plot. So we know the main problem is there is a cobra under the dinner table. And then I have my setting. This is India, the late 1800s, early 1900s, at a dinner party. From there, I'm going to go up and I'm going to add to this. I put guests are at a dinner party. The room is large and bare. There are exposed rafters and there is an open veranda doors. From here, I'm going to move up and I'm going to look at our inciting incident. This is going to be the naturalist realizes the hostess becomes tense and still. This is when she originally becomes very, very still and her muscles constrict slightly. So from there, I have to put my rising action. My rising action is going to consist of a series of events that are going to lead to the climax or the boiling point of her story. So I put the hostess summons the native boy and he looks startled. Then I have the native boy puts a bowl of milk on the veranda. Next, the naturalist realizes there is a cobra in the room and scans the room, rafters, and veranda. Then up at the top, I have who or what is the antagonist and how do you know? This one required a little bit more information. I put the cobra under the table as your antagonist. And we know this because the reaction of the hostess, young boy, and the American naturalist all demonstrate fear when the snake is mentioned or when they discover its presence. Then the next part I have is what is the highest point of action in the text and what is happening, the cite text based evidence. So this is going to be the climax of your story. Your climax is when the naturalist realizes that the cobra is under the table. Now, this is where our story stops. So there's nothing for you from the actual story to fill in. This is how you're using this plot map as a brainstorming activity. Here, you have 6 different events that you're going to try and come up with to help determine how the problem is solved or how to get rid of the cobra under the dinner table. Now, remember, the native boy has already put milk outside. That's one way that they were attempting to solve this problem. What else can you do? Can the naturalist do? Because remember, he and the hostess are the only people that know the snake is in existence. What can they do to get rid of the snake? What's going to happen? Is the snake going to strike? Are people at the dinner party going to die? What do you want to occur in your falling action? And then remember, the resolution is what happens at the very end, how the snake is gotten rid of, how many people are alive or dead, anything along those lines. The last thing that you need to think of is your theme. And so I'm not giving you the theme of the story because it might give away part of our ending. So your theme is going to be the message that you want your readers to get from this story. So, what overall message would you want your readers to understand? Kind of like in Aesop's fables, where all of his fables have a message that they are a moral to the story. That's what your theme is going to be here. Like love conquers all, or that persistence pays off. What would be a theme that you could use when the American naturalist deals with the snake? I hope this helps you guys better understand what you're supposed to do, how to copy your plot map, and how to fill out the rest. Thank you guys, and let me know if you have any questions.